Hi everyone, I am Jonah Estorba. Have you heard about geological hazards, hydrometrological phenomena, and coastal hazards? Let's start with geological hazard. Geological hazard are part of the many natural processes of our planet, but that unfortunately pose harm or damages to many structures and communities. Earthquake. Earthquake are the sudden and violent shakings of the Earth's surface, and they occur among fault lines in a planet crust. Earthquake may also cause landslides. Landslide are the movement of rocks, debris, or earth down a slope under the influence of the full gravity. Some events that may trigger landslides are earthquake and heavy rainfall, which can make part of land sustainable. Geological hazard also include volcanic eruption, like the one we witnessed last year, the eruption of Taal volcano. Why do we need to know these things? It's because geological hazard pose a threats to loss of life, property damage, and massive economic and social losses. Being knowledgeable gives us the opportunity to be prepared and reduce the intensity to be prepared, also to reduce the intensity of the damage. Now let's talk about hydrometrological phenomena. It is a process or phenomenon of atmospheric, hydrological, or oceanographic nature that may cause loss of life, injury, or other health impacts, property damage, loss of livelihood and services, social and economic disruption, or environmental damages. Hydrometeorological phenomena includes tropical cyclone, monsoon, floods, and tornadoes. Here are the various hazards that may happen in the wake of tropical cyclones: storm surge and storm tide, heavy rainfall and inland flooding, high winds, rip currents, tornadoes. Various hazards that may happen in the wake of monsoon. River floods are mostly seasonal and triggered by heavy rain or a rapid snow melt that raise water levels. Coastal floods are associated with tropical cyclone. Tsunamis and storm surge, tidal surge, and flash flooding may at times also. Various hazards that may happen in the wake of floods. River floods are often atmospherically driven, caused by excessive precipitation. They can also occur due to landslides falling into rivers and by dam. Coastal surge all often due to storm surges caused by tropical cyclone or technically produced tsunami. Various hazard that may happen in the wake of tornadoes. Nature most violent storms, tornadoes, and fast spinning columns of airs that reach from the base of a thunderstorm down to the ground, spawn from powerful thunderstorms. Tornadoes can appear suddenly and without warning. Now, let's talk about the different hazards caused by coastal hazard. Coastal processes are inevitable occurrences, driven by nature and amplified human action. They cause damage to the shorelines through coastal erosion, submersion, and saltwater intrusion. Different types of coastal processes are waves, tides, sea level changes, crustal movement, and storm surges. Waves are coastal processes caused by wind, wind-driven waves, or surface waves are created by friction between wind and surface water. As wind blows across the surface of the ocean or a lake, the recurrent disturbance create a wave crest. During summer weather, waves gently surge up the shore face. The swash carries sediment. The swash slows turn out of momentum, then slides back down towards the water. Next we have tides. Tides result from gravitational attraction of the sun and moon on the oceans. As the moon orbits around the Earth every 4 weeks, the relationship of the sun, moon, and Earth changes. As the full moon and new moon, the sun, Earth, and the moon are aligned. At these times the gravitational and centrifugal force of the moon and sun combine together and results to spring tides. Sea level rise poses a serious threat to coastal life around the world. Consequences include increased intensity of storm surges, flooding, and damage to coastal areas. In many cases, this is where large population centers are located, in addition to fragile wildlife habitats. The major physical impacts of a rise in sea level include erosion of beaches, inundation of deltas, as well as flooding and loss of many marshes and wetlands. Increased salinity will likely become a problem in coastal aquifers and estuarine systems as a result of saltwater intrusion. Crustal movement. The movement of the plates creates 3 types of tectonic boundaries: convergent, where plates move into one another; divergent, where plates move apart; and transform, where plates move sideways in relation to each other. They move at a rate of 1 to 2 inches per year. Magma is the molten rock below the crust in the mantle. Tremendous heat and pressure within the Earth cause the hot magma to flow in convection currents. These currents cause the movement of the tectonic plates that make up the Earth's crust. Storm surge. A storm surge is a rise in water level caused by a strong storm's wind pushing water on shore, said CNN meteorologist Brandon Miller. The wind literally piles up the ocean water and pushes it on the land. A storm surge is primarily caused by the relationship between the winds and the ocean surface. The water level rises where the winds are strongest. In addition, water is pushed in the direction the winds are blowing. Thank you for listening. I hope you understand now what is the different hazards caused by geological processes, the different hazard caused by hydrometeorological phenomena, and the different hazards caused by coastal processes.